Yeah, a little bit of extra waterproofing never hurt anything, eh?
Yeah.
Get rid of some of those leaks that swamped us in the last storm.
We want to stay more dry in this storm.
Yep. Yeah, and this piece here is the worst for sure.
Yeah.
All across.
The zipper.
Good, good. No, that definitely helped. I wouldn't worry too much about these, forget those, just do this up here for now. So those are where it always leaks. Here the water just runs straight down, we get very little leaks.
Okay, sir.
Start preparing the boat for the big storm then coming I think it's that, no? Then
Yep.
we use the start.
That's the one. That's our line that we string across both sides of the boat for our tethers. So that when we're sailing at sea, normally in rough conditions or nighttime, you tie off to this line with your safety harness. So we're gonna string that, and it basically starts at one of the back dock cleats, comes all the way up this side of the boat, ties to the front cleat, goes across to that front cleat, back to the other stern cleat, and it gives us a clean path with our safety harnesses on and tether cords so that we clip onto that. And that way, if it's blowing like stink and we got to go out on deck for any reason, at least we can be clipped to it, so that if somebody does lose balance or fall overboard from the wind or anything, you can climb back on board, or we can pull them back on board very quickly. So we didn't need that with the last one, but with this one we just don't know. So we're going to set it up now as a preemptive measure and hope that we never have to use it. But better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. So
Yes.
yeah, what we're going to do now is bring in the chain, the anchor chain, so we can disconnect the snubbers, take off both snubbers. We're going to check them both for chafe, make sure all is good. Okay, so you got that one off. We'll bring up the chain, take off the other snubber. And yeah, once we've checked that both snubbers are chafe free and in good shape, we're going to have the chain out to 120 feet or about 40 meters. We'll put both snubbers on then, check everything again, and then we should be good.
Ah, no, wait.
So we're just going to bring it up a little bit here now.
And it is okay.
Yeah, we're going to take it off so we can let out more chain. I'll bring it up on deck a little bit more. There you go. Okay, so there's our 100-foot mark.
Yes, 20, 10, 20 more.
Okay. Okay, there's the 20.
Yeah.
So we'll put that to there.
Okay, and we fix it.
Then we put our snubbers on and
Okay, first is
let it out that last bit. Okay. Brand new snubber strap. So yeah, these are rubber and they hold well, but they don't last forever. So good to keep spares of these, so when one rips, you can just plug on a new one. Always better to pull rubber through than push it. There. Okay. So now you wrap that around the chain, and then this comes around the chain, pulls tight, and locks around there like that. Okay.
Perfect.
Just like so.
Measurement.
I'd say behind here.
Okay.
The fender knots.
Security.
Okay, just a little bit of backup. Like so. Okay, let's try that. Which one pulls tight first? Around the outside one first, so it's pulling on both of them equally. One wrap,
Normal.
around, and then loop. And that's good.
Check.
So now take it up to the bow.
It's not necessary to be too tight.
No.
No. Okay, just like that.
Okay.
Yeah, just one that's spare for
Water
something.
tanks are full now.
Water tank's full?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. I will shut this off, thank you. Okay, we're good to go there. And Maddie's getting our safety harnesses out. Finding everything in storage.
Yeah. Start to organize.
There should be 3 of them, so I think you got them all. Just need the tether cords if they're there.
Put it inside.
Might as well keep it out in case we need it. It's a storm suit.
I clean last time.
Never know what we're gonna need. Finding the snorkels.
Yes, sir.
All right, yeah, we'll get some masks fitted out and cleaned up,
I use this one.
ready to go. Mine is in my dive bag,
Yeah, you don't know
Okay.
where it is.
so I've got one in there.
What color is yours mask?
I give to you.
Mine, I don't know, it's the only one in my dive bag.
Is this? Is
Yeah,
it
that's one thing I've
water?
heard from a lot of friends that have had to go through storms firsthand on a sailboat, and they said that the only way you could actually see or breathe on deck if you had to go out in the middle of the storm for anything was to wear your snorkel mask. So we're gonna have some on standby just in case, because definitely it will help if you're in blinding rain and wind.
I got the black one.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to keep your eyes open, believe me, I know. That's why last one I wore my glasses through most of it because that helped somewhat, but the snorkel and mask might do a little better, so we're gonna keep them on standby just in case.
We have 3 now.
Find it?
No, the
This is yours?
Yep, should be.
the
Oh, I see Luca.
Ciao, ciao. Eso es todo. Oh, ¿encontraste huevos?
Sí, compramos allí en Super Ahorro.
Ah,
Ahí
muy
sí había, en las otras no había.
¿Cuánto te debo?
Ahí te dejé la factura porque la hemos visto. Son como 12.000, 15.000 pesos.
Ah, ok, después te la dejo.
¡Qué linda!
Es,
So you guys got everything you
Muy
need?
linda.
¿sí? No, ya.
No, quando c'hai I capelli rosa, guarda.
You don't like the
So-
pink way.
What about your last forecast?
It showed it moved a little bit north, a little bit, poquito, but I'll take that. Yeah, we're happy to see that. So
yesterday, I mean, the windy application show like more than 50 knots.
yeah,
This morning, like 40 something, so decreasing a little bit.
yeah. No, that's good. I'm happy to see that. So we'll follow the next forecast again, but we're still doing all our preparations,
Yeah.
getting things ready. Do you guys need anything? Did you get all the food and everything you need?
Anchor.
Yeah. I
Okay.
changed the position of the anchor, supposing that the wind is coming from the west.
And you're gonna leave your radio on? We got ours on 68.
Okay, 68, right.
We'll put it on
It
68.
should start like late afternoon.
Yeah.
Today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're aiming to get everything done by 3 o'clock, so we got to go ashore now too and get a few things.
Busy, Sebastian.
Yeah, man. That's the life in the boat.
Hopefully the wind stays out of west. That way, if he does drag, he goes back this way.
Yeah.
Maybe
I put the first
you
anchor there,
postpone your flight
and then I put like
Yeah.
a buoy
Tuesday,
where
no?
the anchor is, so
Tuesday.
just in case I be able to find it nighttime as well.
Yeah,
Otra vez.
Okay.
Otro ticket.
No? I don't know. The storm is until finished on Tuesday, no?
Yeah, 24 hours.
But yeah, if you guys need anything, you call us on the radio, or you try the WhatsApp or something first. But just in case our internet goes down, we got the radios available.
Thank you.
No, thank you too.
So we'll be there in case you guys need anything. We got wine. Hurricane party.
Ciao.
All right, see you in a bit. And so it goes for everybody. Final preparations. So they got their last minute supplies. Now we need to go get some of ours. Okay, first squall down. It's 2 o'clock. Wasn't too bad. Biggest we had was 23 knots, so it's gonna get progressively worse through the course of the day. You can see our sun is about to disappear up there very soon. We got lots of black stuff coming in there, but we're just about ready. Got our lines down, and Sebastian is now just finishing up securing the solar panels, which is gonna work great, I think. So you can see we've got down here the ratchet pin, or the ratchet lines here. Good webbing all the way up, strong rope, and up across. So you can see this is wrapped around 2 sides at the leading edge, and yeah, that's just gonna stop it from wanting to pull up if the wind tries to grab it. Lots of tension on there, but not enough to break anything. So that's good, and now he's just working on the other ones over there. Oops, sorry. And for this one, we got these 2 ties embedded right in the deck right there. Perfect.
Do you think it's better over here or over here?
No, as far forward as possible. And that keeps it right in line with the clip also. So it's good.
What is that?
Now it's safe.
Okay.
Capitan.
Yeah.
Everything's perfect.
Okay, good.
Working really good.
Good, good.
These we don't need the.
No, it's only at the front that it would try and pull out. So we're okay there.
And a question. Is not possible close?
Yeah, it is.
I try to inside, but it's very hard.
Oh, of course it is. You have to put a lot of pressure on it. It might be easier now.
We need 4 hands for do that.
I go inside, okay?
You go inside.
No, it might be
for
might be easier now because Sebastian's pulled down on the Dodger.
yeah. Before it's very.
Got it.
Better. You can close this one a little bit more.
Okay, that's it. One last trip ashore, and then we come back and load the dinghy up on the davits, and I think we're good. Not much else I can think of, so we got all the safety gear out, everything stowed. Fingers crossed. Now we just wait on the next forecast again. It's supposed to be another one in an hour, so we'll see how it fares. But hopefully it's positive. North, north. Something to consider when you use a dinghy as your family car, especially when a storm's approaching, is that the dinghy is going to seem to go flat. Not because it has a leak, but we have a few things going on here. It's nighttime and there's squalls approaching, so the temperature drops, and we have a big storm approaching, so there's a pressure drop also. All three of these will combine to make the dinghy feel very soft compared to what you're used to in the daytime. So all I'm doing here is filling it with some air so that if we do need it in an emergency, it's not soft, because we don't want people slipping and falling as they step on it trying to get into it in bouncing seas. Now all we need to remember is the first sunny day we put it back in the water to bleed a little bit of the air pressure out, otherwise it will get too hard and that will push on the seams and ultimately cause a leak. Just another little thing you have to consider in a life of sailing. Battery's at 99%. I think that will suffice. 6 o'clock. That's it. Game's over. I think we're all finished. All prep work is done. Batteries are fully charged. Everything is topped up, ready to go. Last thing to do is just bring up the dinghy and we're done for the night, I think. So yeah, we'll just settle in, have dinner and a movie, hang out for a little while, and just wait for the wind to start blowing and just keep an eye on things. That'll be our job tonight, and just see how things go. Right now the wind is blowing about 15, 18. So our biggest gust so far is 21, 22, nothing severe. We expect it to be a little stronger by now, but I'm sure it's going to fill in rapidly because the storm is getting closer and escalating in size as we speak. So we don't even know what it is. You know, the forecasts only come every 6 hours really, so all we know is what came in the last forecast. But I think we are good, and now it's just a matter of keeping an eye out and paying attention. You can feel a little gust starting to pick up here, nothing too severe though. I still don't think we're breaking 20s yet. But here's Sebastian just bringing up the dinghy. So that's our last step. Once the dinghy's up, we'll get that secured. Pull the plug out as he's doing now, so any rain comes in, we'll just drain out the bottom of it. And the dinghy will be good. So we shouldn't have any issues with that. Oh. And down here, a bit of a mess. We got everything stowed, you know, kind of wherever we can put it. And you can see we've got our new weather station installed up here. So it is actually broadcasting now, but I do not have it set up on our website yet. But if you want to monitor our weather progression through the course of the night, you can do so by going and loading the app for ambient weather. And you can find that app on for iOS at, of course, the App Store, the Apple App Store. Or if you're on Android, you go to Google Play and just search for ambient weather. You'll find that app, you load it in, and then when you have the app loaded, you search the available weather stations and just look for SSL weather station. And you should find us in SSL weather station available from San Andres. And it's been broadcasting live since about 4 p.m. this afternoon, so you should be able to check and see what it looks like. Sebastian just showing me here, he's got the app already loaded, ready to go, and it is reporting. So you can see live conditions of what we're experiencing as the weather builds around Sophisticated Lady from right here in San Andres. So check that out if you want, and let us know how it works. Hopefully you have no problems or issues with it, but eventually we want to get it set up on our own website, but for now you have to use the app. Aside from that, like I say, we're just going to batten down the hatches, buckle in, settle in for the night. Going to bring Tiki downstairs now, and probably just have dinner, watch a movie, go to bed early, because we'll probably be up in the middle of the night just monitoring weather, like I said. So that's it. I guess I will keep you posted when possible. We'll try and get another update uploaded tomorrow, you know, weather and internet permitting. That's all I can say. We don't know what it's going to be like tomorrow. But we will see. Soon find out. But anyway, you guys have a good night. Stay safe. And think of us, because we'll be here praying for the forecast to move north. North. Night, everybody. Talk to you soon.